Let learning be a joy and teaching a pleasure. Here we are with a remote teaching and learning process to bridge the gap. Happy learning, students.
A warm welcome to all the students of Thakur Vidya Mandir Junior College. I hope you all are safe and in good health. Today, Standard 4th, subject EVS 2, topic Swaraj, the first conquest. This we are going to study. Students, in the previous lesson, the oath of Swaraj, we have seen that how Shivaji has taken oath with his friends, with the Maulas and all other friends. But in this lesson, that is Swaraj first conquest. In those days, Maharashtra was governed by 4 different powers, and the name of the powers were the Mughal Emperor of Delhi, Sultan Adil Shah of Bijapur, and the Portuguese of Goa and Std-IV-lesson-7. This was very difficult to go and fight against them. Under these difficult conditions, Shivaji had taken oath of Swaraj. There was no comparison between the vast forces of enemy and handful of Shivaji Malwas, because they were having lot of big armies and all, and Shivaji was so small, and Shivaji had only some few friends with him, so it was very difficult comparing to them. But still, Shivaji's mind was made up, and his firm resolve was his greatest source of strength. He had decided, no, whatever happens, I'm going to fight against them. So, and because of that only, he had decided to do the conquest and start doing something so that he can save the state of Maharashtra from the slaves of Mughal Emperor, Sultan Adil Shah of Bijapur, Std-IV-lesson-7, Portuguese of Goa. These all were the powerful powers in ruling our Maharashtra and outside of our Maharashtra also. Okay, Torana Fort. Now this was the name of the fort. Now what had exactly was there in Shivaji's mind? Let's see. Shivaji controlled the Jagir of Pune, Supe, Chakan and Indapur. Now under Shivaji's control, there were Jagir of Pune, Supe, Chakan and Indapur. A hill the hill who gave strategic support to the ruler, and Shivaji decided to capture on its suitable time. For this purpose, he had selected the fort of Torana. Now, when he wanted to start to fight against the enemies, he have to conquer any fort where he can make his all of them together. He can make them call them there and do the meeting, and to fight against there he had to gather some ammunition and all that. So he wanted one fort to capture. Now he found one fort which was right on the top of the hill, and according to him that was the best place to for him, and he wanted to conquer that, and the name of the fort was Torana. Now the fort had 2 marches on the way to the fort. Marchi is a natural plateau formed on the slope of the hill. Now marchi is a way to move towards the fort. Strangely, Adil Shah had neglected this fort. There neither enough troop nor enough ammunition. Hence Shivaji decided to capture this fort. Now once Shivaji decided to, he made a survey, as I had told you before also. Whenever he wanted to do any work, he had learned this all, that how to go and see in other places that what is happening. So he had gone and seen before that there was, and what was the biggest thing, the Adil Shah, he had neglected this fort. There was no troop, nobody was guarding there so much, and no ammunition was kept over there. So he thought of capturing this fort, and since there was nobody guarding so much, he wanted to go and capture this. So that purpose he decided to capture Torana Fort. Now, from the topic itself, it's very clear the drums of Swaraj began to sound. That means he captured the Torana fort. But how? Swift-footed like deer and lion-hearted courage, they raced to the fort position in the fort. Swift-footed means very fast. And he was with Shivaji and his friends, Maulas and other friends. He had all learned how to walk on the hill and all, how to do trekking way and go anywhere from one place to another. So he and with his friend, he all tried to go over there. Tanaji Malusre hoisted the Maratha flag at the main entrance. Other friends went from other side, and Tanaji Malusre, he went from the front gate and he put the Maratha flag. Yeshaji Kang, a trustworthy and loyal companion of Shivaji, posted his guards at important points. And Yeshaji Kang, one of his friend who was very trustworthy, what he did is he went to the starting of the place, and there he posted his guards. His guard means Shivaji's men. He told them to be there and see that if anybody is coming or anything, and till they capture the fort. And by the time he made them to stand there, and the fort was captured without any resistance, and sky filled with shouts of Shivaji Maharaj ki jai. And the fort was captured because, as I told you, there were nobody to guard that Adil Shah's soldiers or anybody. So it was very easy for them to do that, and that's why their fort was captured. And the first war drums and pipes of Hindu Swaraj has sounded and echoed. And as everybody knew that now Shivaji has captured the fort, they started what do you say? Drums and all, they started banging, and this way everybody came to know that fort was captured. Now blessings of goddess Bhavani. Now when the fort was captured, now Shivaji started doing some work in that. So Fort Torana then came under Shivaji's administration. Now he captured, so in those days it was like that. Any fort you go and capture, it comes under you, and you are the person who are going to take care of that fort. So Shivaji appointed officers such as Maratha Kiledar, a Brahmin Sabnis, and a Prabhu Karkhane. These all are the people who are doing the work over there, and they were appointed to do the work. Kiledar means taking care, and Sabnis means he is taking care of all the maintenance, and the Karkhanis means all carpenter work and all that work he is doing. As repairs of the fort started, a surprise awaited for the people. They discovered 4 metal pots filled to brim with Moors. Now when the work was going on, suddenly they found 4 big pot of mohar. Sona mohar means gold coins. And the workers said that this is a gift of Shivaji from goddess Bhavani. All the money was brought to Shivaji, and workers also were so loyal. As they were working, they got everything. They didn't take for themselves. They took it to Shivaji, and they're telling Shivaji, God has given the gift to you. Shivaji utilized the part of treasure to purchase arms and ammunition. Rest he decided to use in capturing the fort of Muramdev. Now Shivaji, as he was so loyal, he did not take it to his house or anything. He kept it with him, and he used all that things to buy the arms and ammunition. If suppose in those days, if you want to fight with enemy, you need arms. That is called like sword, and then the spear and all that things to fight against the enemy. And ammunition means big top. In that we put golas, barud and all you must have seen nowadays. In the TV also they show now, when just now China and India the problem was going on. Rest he decided to use in capturing the fort of Muramdev. Then he told, okay, half we'll use and half we'll keep to capture other fort, and there when we will do some work, we need money there also. So we'll keep this half for that. The first capital of Surat. Since the Torana Fort was the first fort, he wanted to give some new name for that. Shivaji climbed up the hill with band of his followers and took position over the partly completed fort. Now whatever other thing also was left out, that all the full fort he took in his hand. Shivaji named this fort as Rajgarh. Stone masons, carpenter, blacksmith, water carriers and other workers, all people got busy. Now slowly he started doing all the work, and he gave the name for that fort, the Rajgarh. They built the Raj Mahal, Bara Mahal and 18 workshops. In that fort only they made so many other things also. Bara Mahal means small other places where the people can work, and even workshop where they can make the arms and ammunition and keep it properly. And Rajgarh became the first capital of Swaraj. So Rajgarh was the first capital of Swaraj. Now this way Shivaji's rapid progress shows that slowly he was able to conquer 1 fort, 2 fort, 3 fort. From then onwards Shivaji moved swiftly and captured 1 fort after another in Marwar. The whole country known as 12 Marvel, the 12 Marvels were overflowing with joy and excitement. Now everybody came to know with Shivaji, his 12 Mavla's best friends and other people were helping him. So everybody came to know and they were very happy. But some people like Patel, Deshmukh from villages came and saw allegiance to Shivaji, means they started getting angry and they were jealous of Shivaji's success. They complained to Adil Shah collector at Shirwal, and those days also directly to Adil Shah they were not able to go. So the next person who's under his, they went and complained to him, and that person was staying in Shirwal. The collector went and complained to Adil Shah. Shivaji, the shrewd politician. Shrewd means children, very clever. Shivaji knew that when this all things I'll do, and Adil Shah will come to know. So he was ready to listen to everything, whatever he says. Adil Shah was surprised to get the news. He asked Shaji Raje for an explanation. Now, when Adil Shah came to know, he asked Shivaji's daddy that why Shivaji is doing this way. Shaji Raje got himself out of this situation by telling the Sultan that Shivaji Raje had probably taken over the fort for better administration. So Shaji Raje knew this all, what Shivaji is doing, but still just to make them understand, and he didn't wanted Shivaji to have any problem, so he just gave some different answer that he's doing better administration. You don't worry about that. So Adil Shah was relaxed. The two forts of Kundana and Purandar too had strategic location. Shivaji used his political skill and took control of both forts. Now what happened after that? The other two forts named Kundana and Purandar, they too had a strategic location. Strategic means a very important location from where you can keep an eye on enemy. So these two forts also were like that. Shivaji started to capture those two forts also very shrewdly. Shrewdly means cleverly. Like Adil Shah should not come to know, and his work also should be over. So that's why the topic name is given, the Shivaji, the shrewd politician. Okay children, so this was the Swaraj first conquest. Like example, what I explained to you, how he captured the first fort, Torana, and then he started capturing many fort. So now small exercise, let's see now by explanation what you understood. Fill in the blank. Shivaji controlled the Jagir of Pune, Supe, Chakan and Dash. The answer is Indapur. Second, Shivaji decided to capture the fort of Dash and lay the foundation of Hindvi Swaraj, Torana. Dash became the first capital of Swaraj. So the answer is Rajgarh. Answer in one sentence. Which four different powers governed Maharashtra in those days? Like before, Shivaji thought that I will try to help all the people who are slaves in this my peers state Maharashtra, who all were ruling our Maharashtra. So they were Mughal Emperor of Delhi, Sultan of Adil Shah, Portuguese of Goa and Siddhi of Janjira. These all people were there. Now what officers were appointed by Shivaji in the fort of Torana? If you remember, there were some officers appointed. So the name of the officers are Kiledar, then Brahmin Sabnis and Prabhu Sabnis. Okay students, so this was a short lesson number 7. Keep learning something new every day. Thank you.